Hello, it's been a little while since my last video, and I apologize, but life has been very busy for me over the past few months, and a lot of exciting things have been going on. One of them happens to be my new book, my first novel, The 12 Messages of the Spiritual Heart, has been released and it's out now. You can get a copy through my website or through balboapress.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Indigo, pretty much any online retailer carries it. So if you haven't got a copy yet, I'd say go get some, check it out. It's a great story about healing and miracles and how we were really so much more than what we appear to be. And we have the ability to overcome any physical obstacle that stands in our way, because essentially the idea of spontaneous and miraculous events occurring to us are not reserved for a select few. This is something that we're all a part of. We're all miraculous. We all have the ability to change our lives in an instant for the better and bring us closer to the divine, bring us closer to God in whatever form that we believe God is. Essentially just get us closer to truth. And yeah, so this was 2 years of my life in writing this, and I'm really happy that it's out now for you to enjoy. And I'm actually going to read a portion of it today. I'm going to read a poem from the novel that one of the characters finds and reads aloud. And this poem is all about perfection and how really everything is in perfect order, no matter if we've gone through traumas in our lives or events that we might have perceived as wrongs to us. It's really part of a greater plan of perfection about waking us up from the illusion of the physical world and bringing us closer, once again, to God, to truth. So I'm going to go ahead and read that. Over endless waves and cosmic seas, her siren's call sang on the breeze, traveling swift and true to fields afar, to deliver her most sacred keys, to doors and chambers buried deep inside, housing kingly sights for weary eyes, of wisdom that doth give birth to stars, and secrets now begun to rise. 'Twas this moment bloomed in the heart of man, from whence the greatest search began, for he who seeded all that's sown, to walk beside them hand in hand. Search they did high and low, under rock, round tree, and what's discovered not, came misery to each and every seeker's heart, who could not see what I could see. That her secret she did us provide was never tucked away to hide, for those who sorely quest a way to knock down all surly gates inside. The gates that looked to keep apart God from man and man from heart was all illusion through and through, overlooked by man whose cries did start. O pitiless gates, how long have you blocked the way, pushing man, woman, and child astray, into brambles, brush, and wicked thorn, born of mind and heart's dismay? And in this tumbling, spiraling state, man's heart discovered how to hate all thorns of life that tore the skin, forgetting the body's worldly fate, to once again return to dust, and all the hurts and sores he oft did fuss, fancied so important by the mind, to God is seen far less than rust. Verily it is truth, each scratch and sore that man's body ever did bore, is all a part of time's grand scheme, to bring him nearer to heaven's door. For all hurts are gifts for those who see that tiny seeds sprout mighty trees, and seed after seed planted in man's heart, when tended with care, will set him free. Free from fate's great cosmic show, free to live in God and grow, free to laugh at every sore, drifting where wind doth dare to blow. Oft it is said, life is for the strong, it is for them to sing its mighty songs, leaving all else to wither in despair, giving credence to what is right and wrong. Though right and wrong and truth are not defined, for all experience and time gives to each flower what each flower needs to live as one with the divine, taking all peaks and valleys of life's great trip in ways that cause your soul to grip tighter to the cloak of she whose timeless wine at death you sip, will grant you access to secret rooms, to ancient texts and hidden tombs, where God has left you all tools you need to bring his garden into bloom, where flowers of heaven will grow your soul, and life-giving wine overflow your bowl, bringing happiness and joy so great the alchemy to make you whole. Verily, another treasure to tell, from the moment when all inner gates fell, and granted me access to Jacob's ladder, removed I was from thought-bound hell. And so it is that you too are destined to from imperfection's hand be wrested, to look fresh upon life's hurts and sores, and to the worthiness of these be attested. To the men and women who've cried and pleaded, who have fallen on knees defeated, called to the giver of all life's woes, and cursed him for providing only what was needed. His blessings so grand, so infinitely flowing, the unseen hands guiding you while growing, hath never once from your sign been parted, all the while your love he was greatly sowing, hoping that you would one day rise to see this love with newfound eyes, and wish to tell this world her secret, that God surrounds us though in disguise, and to trouble not with worldly cares, to give up pithy, dour, and empty affairs, and seek out all whose quest is yours, to be on earth as heaven's heirs. For heaven's secrets are sung so soft, they are so simple most men would scoff, to hear such gentle words be spoken, and herein lies God's doorway missed off, to realize that all perception tries too hard to make endless corrections of troubles and wrongs that man endures, not seeing the truth, it is all perfection. So that's a little excerpt from the novel, and once again, I'm so happy that I'm being supported in this endeavor to bring this material to you. And if you haven't got it, 12 Messages of the Spiritual Heart is out now. You can click on any of the links below, and that will take you to a place where you can buy it. Thank you for listening. Namaste.